Hare Krishna devotees. Wish all everybody happy New Year. So today we are very fortunate to celebrate Jayapataka Swami Shishya Sangha. So on behalf of JSSS team, we wish to invite all of you. And we are very fortunate to have His Grace Mahavara Prabhu. Mahavara Prabhu is Guru Maharaj's secretary for a long time, and he will be glorifying on Guru Maharaj, as well as we have His Grace Srivalla Prabhu. Srivalla Prabhu is our global coordinator for JSS team, and also we have Her Grace Sachi Janani Mataji. She will be joining from Mayapur GPS office. Also, we have Shanti Rupini Mataji. She is also from Mayapur GPS office. So, we will welcome all these dignitaries by chanting 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. His Grace Mahavara Prabhu, you can take over now.
Hare Krishna. Can I be heard, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, you can hear.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Tina Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayini Gaurapata Namadaya Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Tina Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachari Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Satadi.
Volume இல்ல.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Prabhu. So can I start, Prabhu?
Prabhuji? Yes, Prabhu.
You can go ahead.
Yeah. So a very happy new year to all the devotees who have gathered here virtually. I see in Kanaiyyadesh many devotees are there sitting. How many devotees are there, Prabhu?
100 plus, Prabhu.
Oh, so
Around
nice. Happy New Year to all of you, and Happy New Year, Happy Krishna Conscious New Year to
Thank
all
you.
the other wonderful devotees who have joined virtually. Sri Vallabh Prabhu, JSSS, and to all the others, Sachijanani Mataji, I'm not sure if you know, and Janaki Ram Prabhu, all of you. So today we have, I just wanted to, I just remembered, in fact, exactly, probably I'm not really sure which year was that, but it could be either January 2011 or 12. Guru Maharaj was in Kanaiyyadesh for the New Year.
2010, Broji, 2010.
Or 2010, okay. That was a
Spiritual
special trip. It's a special trip. Somehow we were about 5 or 6 servants who, I think 4 or 5 servants we were with Guru Maharaj. Myself, Ekanath Prabhu, Madhavkanta Prabhu, Devaguranga Prabhu, and also we brought in a new person from Malaysia, Tirthapat, and we were in Dubai doing program, and then that was probably on the 31st. And while Guru Maharaj was in Dubai, we were trying to get into Kuwait, I mean Kanaiyyadesh, but somehow we were not able to get the visas for the servants. So for Malaysians, we don't need visa to go to Kuwait. So we were allowed. And then myself and the new boy, he was like brand new person who was just came to get some association. And then Guru Maharaj, because he's a resident in Bahrain, so he was allowed without visa into Kanaiyyadesh. So I remember that only myself and this devotee, a new devotee, Tirthapat Prabhu, we accompanied Guru Maharaj to Kuwait for 3-4 days visit. That was never in my life. 2 people serving Guru Maharaj post the stroke, 2008, post the stroke period. Never in my life there were only 2 servants serving Guru Maharaj for 24 hours consecutively, 3 days. So yeah, 3-4 days. So that was really an experience. We did like 24 hours, just 2 of us, mainly to, from bathing, dressing him up, feeding, taking him to program, everything. So it was quite challenging, but a real experience. So I will never forget that New Year in Kanaiyyadesh. So today also we have, I think Sri Vallabh Prabhu has been scheduled to speak after me. And also we have Sachijanani Mataji, who is scheduled to present something on the JPS e-care. So now, I don't know how many of you have heard about this JPS e-care things, but we will have Sachijanani Mataji to make a full presentation. Sachijanani Mataji is also, she was from the Middle East. She was leading the Gauranga Desh Yatra in UAE. And after that, some years back, she has shifted to Mayapur Dham, and she's been serving she and her wife, her husband Ramananda Gaur Prabhu. So both of them are very dedicated devotees, and they have been serving in Mayapur Dham. Prabhu is taking care of JPS office, Guru Maharaj office, and Mataji is taking care of the care division, JPS e-care division. So we will have Mataji to make her presentation what is JPS e-care means later on. And meanwhile, to set the scene, I was thinking to speak how this care is so close to Guru Maharaj's heart, and why he has implemented this JPS e-care system, a dedicated office for that. How many people are working, and how much time is putting into to establish this JPS e-care. We'll have Sachijani Mataji explaining that, but because she's going to explain, so I'm just going to explain how some of the past times, that how these are so close to Guru Maharaj. This care is so close to Guru. Once we were in December 2019. We were in Atlanta. Guru Maharaj, as usual, because it was winter, and he goes to the temple from the place where he was staying, the separate villa which belongs to the temple. So he was going to the temple around 11:30 in the morning to take darshan, because that's when you get some sun. You can see some sun out there. So he goes for some sun bath and he takes darshan of the deities. And as usual, on one of these days, while we were staying in Atlanta, while Guru Maharaj was about to enter the temple hall to take darshan, we saw one couple with a kid. They have just arrived. They traveled about probably almost 1.5 days from Gita Nagari farm, Krishnagiri Prabhu and Mathurilleshwari Mataji and their son. They have traveled all the way from Gita Nagari farm to Atlanta, and it took them almost like 1.5 days to put up a night somewhere in a hotel. And happened to be that on that day it was Ekadasi. So they arrived on the Ekadasi day morning, and they greeted Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj greeted them, and Guru Maharaj went into the temple, took darshan, came out. Guru Maharaj was, spoke to them a little bit, and they said that, because they just arrived straight in the temple after an overnight journey, and they have not gone to the hotel to take shower or take rest. They just came straight to the temple. And then after we left the temple, Guru Maharaj was on his way. From the temple, we wheeled Guru Maharaj to his residence. And by then it was almost 1 in the afternoon, and it was time for lunch. So Guru Maharaj, then he was chanting his Gayatri before taking the lunch. And we were sitting and we were having our lunch already. All the servants, we were there, and we started having our lunch, and Guru Maharaj was chanting his Gayatri. And right after finishing his Gayatri, and just while he was washing his hands to honor the prasadam, he called me, and I was having my lunch. He called me. He said, where is that couple who just arrived? Go and find out if they had any prasadam or not. Because, he said that they just arrived. They traveled whole night and they just arrived, and they've come straight from the airport to the temple. See if they are there, and please invite them for lunch. So that I felt a little, embarrassing, because, I'll tell you why. Because, and of course I went quickly. I went out and I was looking for them, but they already left. And I came back into the Guru Maharaj room. I came back into Guru Maharaj room, and I told Guru Maharaj that, Guru Maharaj, they have left. So then I realized how, despite Guru Maharaj having so many things in his mind, and he he was able to think about this couple who had just arrived, who had traveled 1.5 day and night, came straight from the airport to the temple, and that too, it was Ekadashi day. Definitely, it's very difficult for devotees to eat outside elsewhere. So they came to the temple, and while just before honoring his lunch, he had that ability to think about the welfare of other devotees. Unlike me, who just came and we all just sat and we started having our lunch, being very selfish. So, but him, despite having so many things in his mind which he has to think of, but that ability, that to think for others first, not for think for himself first, not being selfish, but always that he has the heart to think about others first. So that is what we call it as care. So such a it was a great lesson and teaching for me, where Guru Maharaj taught this personally. So like that, this is one kind of care, to always think about others welfare, others well-being. And on another occasion, this happened in probably June 2015. I don't have the date right now, but I've written this somewhere. This was somewhere in 2015, May or June, if I'm not mistaken. That's when Guru Maharaj had a very severe lung infection, and he was while he was in Calcutta, the doctors in Calcutta, they almost gave up. They even said that he may not even walk out of the hospital. So that's when we shifted him to ILBS, Institute of Liver and Biliary Science in Delhi. And over there, he was in ICU for almost 2 weeks, and he was intubated. He was taking the support of the ventilator to breathe because he was not able to breathe on his own, and because of the severe lung infection. And the doctors tried making him to become free from the ventilator, to train him to try to breathe on his own. But despite many attempts, he was keep failing. Finally, after almost 2 weeks, then they managed to pull him out of the ventilator, and because they saw some progress, and they managed to pull him out of the ventilator, and also they shifted him from the ICU. After 2 weeks of ICU stay, and he was ventilator dependent, and after seeing some progress, they shift him to a private room. But then the very next day, he deteriorated. Then they had to take him back to the ICU and intubate him. Otherwise, he would have lost his life. So that was his situation. So again, he stayed for another almost 2 weeks of ICU. And slowly, gradually, they were trying to pull him out of the ventilator. And so he was literally fighting to survive there, actually, because his lungs were severely infected and they were collapsed. So that was his situation. And even in this situation, he was trying to preach to the nurses, doctors, though he had this this tube in the mouth, and he was not able to speak at all. Yet through some gestures, through pointing to different letters on the alphabetical chart, he was communicating, and he was trying to preach to the doctors, preaching to the nurses, asking them to chant. So he was, though they were taking care of him, his his body, but he was taking care of their spiritual life. And one time while Guru Maharaj was lying on his, still in the ICU, and he was still intubated. And then on this particular day, we were, all of us, myself, Ekanath Prabhu, and few others, we were in the hospital cafeteria. We were sitting and having our meeting. And then we received a call. And when we received this call, I think it was Dr. Achyutananda who was with Guru Maharaj inside the ICU. He was alone. Then he called. He said that Guru Maharaj wants you all to bring a Bhagavad Gita book immediately. bring a Bhagavad Gita and bring whatever auspicious articles you have, like Yamuna water, Ganga water, holy dust, whatever. Bring them up immediately to ICU. So then we thought, probably something has happened to Guru Maharaj, or, so then we immediately rushed with the Bhagavad Gita, whatever we had, because many devotees, they always come to visit, they give all this to Guru Maharaj, for Guru Maharaj personally. So whatever we had, we just took everything and we rushed to the ICU. And inside there, when we went in, Guru Maharaj said, there is a patient who is next to me. Guru Maharaj is lying, in the same ICU, there was another patient who was lying next to Guru Maharaj. Said the doctor said that he might leave his body anytime. So Guru Maharaj said, read Bhagavad Gita to him and also apply, this holy dust, give him charanamal, whatever we have, all those space articles, make his journey as spiritual as possible. That was the message. Actually. So imagine this person, he doesn't have any connection with Guru Maharaj. Hardly any, he doesn't know him, doesn't know his name, nothing. Yet, when he heard that the person is going to leave his body, immediately he did what he is supposed to do. He was thinking about the welfare of the soul to a person who is completely unknown to him. And here, on the other side, he himself fighting for his own life. Lying down on the ICU bed, fighting for his own life, and at the same time, without even thinking, considering about his condition, is thinking about the welfare of the other person who is completely unknown to him. That's called care, the real care. See? And on another day, he was still in the ICU, and at this point of time, he was free of the ventilator. They have removed the tube. That, I think that was just the next day after they removed the tube. And his voice was very soft because, having the tube in the mouth for almost 3 to 4 weeks, I think. And the, the vocal cord, his speech, everything was so soft, and we could hardly hear him anything. And then I went into the ICU to see him. When he saw me, he was, trying to tell me something through his eyes. So I went very close to him, and then he was trying to tell me something, and I could hardly hear anything. Then I went very close to him. I said, Guru Maharaj, you take rest, relax. We all are there for you. All the many senior devotees, they are there. They are waiting. We all are just in the hospital. We all are praying for you. Devotees from all around the world, they're praying for your recovery. And I gave a list of all the senior disciples who were there at that point of time, visited the hospital to see Guru Maharaj. So I mentioned all this. Then after listening to me, he was trying to tell me something. And at this point of time, I put my ear close to his mouth. Then he was telling me that please make sure that all these devotees who have come to visit me, they have a proper place to stay and proper prasadam to eat, that they are properly taken care of. So that was, he was trying to convey to me. So imagine, so even in that condition, why he has to strain himself to all this, though he knows that, this will be taken care of, but yet, putting a lot of strain to remind, that such good care should be given. Know how much time do I have? How much time do I have? I'm unable to hear you. Can you unmute?
You can continue, Prabhu.
Yeah, how much more time do I have?
11:30, Prabhu. 5 minutes.
5 more minutes we can continue.
5 more minutes. Okay. So I'll tell you what. I'll tell you maybe 1 or 2 more pastimes. We had this. This was in September 2014. We traveled all the way from Adelaide, Australia, to Penang in Malaysia. we came to Malaysia to in a place called Penang, and then from there we flew down from Penang to Kuala Lumpur, and from Kuala Lumpur we supposed to go to Delhi the next day. This was September 2014. So when we arrived in Kuala Lumpur airport, we the local devotees, they booked us in the airport hotel because we had a flight the next day morning. So they put us in the hotel room, which is just like walking distance from the hotel, Kuala Lumpur hotel, airport hotel. So then we arrived in Kuala Lumpur from Penang. It was a 45 minutes flight from Penang to Kuala Lumpur. We arrived, and that was I think around 9 p.m. Local time. And I told Guru Maharaj that as soon as you arrive, go straight to your have your dinner and go to bed, because we have to wake up very early in the morning to catch our flight to Delhi tomorrow. And the whole reason of staying in the hotel is actually to save more time so that he can have enough rest. And what happened was, as soon as we arrived in the airport, and we came out and we were collecting our luggages. And after collecting, while I was collecting myself and Aikanath Prabhu, we were collecting luggages. Then we saw few local devotees there. And one of them was Samartha Shakti Mataji. She has brought another Mataji called Aishwarya. So this Mataji, she's she very well educated Mataji. She was very new to Krishna consciousness, but chanting 16 rounds, and one of the Bhakti Vriksha member. And I think it was the first meeting of Guru Maharaj with her, absolutely first meeting, even for all of us. And while after collecting our luggages, we were walking towards the airport, means we were going out of the terminal, and then walking, we have to walk through the what they call the bridge and then go to the hotel. So while we were walking towards the the hotel, so Guru Maharaj was keep talking to this two Mataji, Samartha Shakti Mataji. We saw her introducing this Mataji Aishwarya, so and so, she's doing so this. And I was telling Guru Maharaj, it's good that if we keep moving, because we are very late, you have to take dinner, you have to take rest. So you can keep moving instead of, staying in one place and talking to her. So then Guru Maharaj moved a little bit with his wheelchair. We pushed him a little bit, and then he stopped. He stopped and still kept talking to this Mataji. And all of us, the rest of us, we were much ahead of Guru Maharaj with all our luggages. But then Guru Maharaj was coming very slow, very slow. He moved like 20, 30 meter or probably 50 meter. He stopped for 5 minutes and kept talking to this Mataji. And then these two Matajis. And then walked for another 50 meters, then stopped. So I was like so upset, because we were supposed to, the whole reason of staying in the hotel is to get up early and go, to catch our flight. But Guru Maharaj was doing this until we reached the hotel room. This happened until we reached the hotel. I'll just cut the story short. Happened. So we would have technically speaking, the whole walking from the airport terminal to the hotel would take probably 15 minutes. But it became like almost half an hour or more than half an hour. So I was very upset with this. Then after that, we entered the hotel room, and as soon as I went inside, I started having my dinner. Then while I was having my dinner, and Guru Maharaj was still talking to them, and then those devotees, they left, and instead of going and having dinner, Guru Maharaj came to me. Guru Maharaj came to me and he said, "Do you know why I was stopping halfway? Do you know why I did this?" I said, "No, I just shrugged my shoulders. I don't know." And he said, "Because that Mataji, she's having a lung cancer. So she cannot walk like a normal people. She can only walk few steps and then she has to take rest. And then she has to walk a little bit more and then take rest. She cannot walk like a normal people. You guys, you would push me in my wheelchair, we can move fast. But for her, she cannot do that. So therefore I had to stop between so that, she can take a break. So that really blew my mind out because, that was his first meeting with this Mataji. But he could understand what kind of care she needs just in the first meeting itself. So detailed. Just in the first meeting, he could understand so well with so much of detail. So this is called care because, this thing called care comes from the heart. And this Mataji, she was chanting 16 rounds at that point of time. And after some months, and she took shelter immediately. And after some months, she passed away. And before leaving her body, she told the other Mataji that I'm seeing Krishna. She could take darshan of, this is what she said, Krishna is coming here to take me. So, such a wonderful Mataji, such a probably such an elevated soul. She had the opportunity to meet Guru Maharaj. That one meeting in her whole life, that was the only meeting she had probably. And then after that, she left her body. So how Krishna guides the spiritual master to actually give his association and also care, the care that needed. So what Guru Maharaj did was like extraordinarily or absolutely right what he did at that point of time. So this is how his entire life actually is, that he goes beyond his own bodily comfort. He really goes beyond any borders to give care to other people, whether they are his disciples, non-disciples, whether you're a devotee, non-devotee, whether you're known to him or whether you are not known to him, doesn't mind. When it comes to care, there is no color, creed, race, language, nothing. Care is needed for every single one of us in this world. Every single person in this world, no matter whether you are super rich, whether you are super famous, you're a celebrity, every single one of us in this world, we need care one way or other. So therefore, Guru Maharaj, I would say in summary, because I don't have much time, in summary, he's a care personified. He has a lot of this quality where, to how he gives care for other people, even by sacrificing his own personal comfort and needs. So that is called an extraordinary care. It's very rare because generally we take care of ourselves first. Then we have time, we give care for other people. But here, he hardly cares for himself. But the caring tendency for others comes first. In fact. So I will stop here. I will have the other speakers to speak, and we'll have Sachijanani Mataji. Why Guru Maharaj actually he instituted this JPSE care. She will be focusing more on the disciples' care and etc. So I will hand over this. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Of course, we have many more stories to speak, but maybe some other time. Hari Bol.
Thank you very much, Maharaj Prabhu, for your wonderful experience with Guru Maharaj. So everybody will understand how careful our Guru Maharaj is on his disciples. So before I'm handing over to.
So unable to hear you. Can you speak a little louder? I'm not able to hear.
Hare Krishna Mahavira Prabhu, thank you very much for your wonderful words and your experiences, Guru Maharaj. So we will thank you for your time and association with all our devotees. We will thank you by chanting 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra all together.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, just for everybody's information, we have around 50 initiated devotees in Kanaiyyadesh under Guru Maharaj's care. Also around 50 sheltered devotees are here, and more than 150 aspiration devotees are here in Kuwait, Kanaiyyadesh. So we are all seeking Guru Maharaj's blessings. So next we will be hearing from His Grace Sri Vallabh Prabhu. Sri Vallabh Prabhu is global coordinator for JSSS Sangha. Also, Prabhuji is leader of Damodar Desh. If we say means UAE congregations, he is the head of that. So he is very helpful for all our activities. We used to get all the help from Prabhuji, like calendars, books, whatever we are getting here, it is all coming from Sri Vallabh Prabhu's mercy. So on behalf of all the successful devotees, we welcome Sri Vallabh Prabhu for give his speech. Welcome Prabhuji by chanting 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Sri Vallabh Prabhu, you can take over, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. How long do I have, Prabhu?
You can take 30 minutes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna to all of you. Mahavara Prabhu, Dandot pronounced to you, based at Sridham Mayapur. Please get us all the mercy of Guru Maharaj. Isola Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovisam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swami Rupakadam Him Dadati Swapatantikam. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Niti Namine. Namaha Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradayane Gaura Kata Damadaya Nagar Gram Tarine. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpatrubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham mande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. Thank you all. I'd like to start by saying I wish you a very, very happy new year to every one of you. At Damodar Desh, we've been blessed by having many devotees. We have His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj in town, Dinabandhu Prabhu in town, Havi Prabhu, another wonderful disciple of Srila Prabhupada from South America, Venezuela. He was also in town, so we had many, many programs over the last few days with all of them. It's very wonderful to see a large audience there at Kanaiyyadesh today. Actually, it's a very beautiful concept to do Mangalarti program on the 1st. By doing that, you do two things. We stop nonsense parties on the 31st night. People want to go to bed early. Wake up early and attend and start the new year with fresh sankalpa. Start the new year with wonderful kirtan, with association of devotees. I just wanted to start with a small meditation. It's called the prayer to the Vaishnava from Prarthana. Just give me a few minutes, then I'll move on to say a few words. I'm sure Sachi Janani Mataji has got a lot to cover from the JPS office and JPS Care. So I just wanted to sing a small song called Ebaro Karuna Koro, asking for mercy from Vaishnavas, and herein being the JPS Shishya Samuha, definitely from Guru Maharaj. So I hope you'll be able to hear me. If you have the song, it's called Ebaro Karuna Koro. You may want to just put it up or have it on your mobiles or just hear. That's okay. Ebaro Karuna Koro Vaishnava Goshai Ebaro Karuna Koro Vaishnava Goshai Patita Pavana Tuma Vinenona Patita Pavana Tuma Vinakenona Jaharadi Kata Gele Papa Dure Jaharadi Kata Gele Papa Dure Evana Dayala Prabhu Keba Kotapa Gangara Parasa Haile Aschate Pavan Darshana Pavitra Koro Eto Margo Haristane Aparadhe Tare Harina Tomastane Aparadhe Nahi Paritra Tumare Hridaye Sada Govinda Vishram Govinda Mahoine Amore Vaishnava Para Prati Janme Kori Asha Charanera Duli Prati Janme Kori Asha Charanera Duli Narotame Kaha Daya Abanara Buli Narotame Koro Daya Abanara Buli Ebara Karuna Koro Vaishnava Goshai Jaya Jai Pataka Swami Jai Jai Pataka Swami Jai Jai Pataka Swami Jai Jai Pataka Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hare Krishna. This song is a very good meditation. Now we are all at a New Year event today. New Year is celebrated not just on the 1st of January. We celebrate in different cultures on different days. You have Ugadi, Tamil New Year Day, mid-April. Many of them celebrate on the Diwali day. So there are different days of New Year. Even in other cultures, New Year is celebrated in various ways. For us, Gaura Purnima is again a New Year day. The new Gaurabdha is starting. So what is special on the New Year? Yes, we seem to have parties. Yes, one thing is we have a holiday. And so we try to utilize that day in the service of Krishna. That's the most important thing. And then the other thing is resolutions. We all want to take resolutions. And we generally see people taking a lot of resolutions in a New Year day. And His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj yesterday mentioned that he talked about material resolutions versus spiritual resolutions. So to take resolution is good. For somebody who doesn't do anything, take a resolution, whether you do it only for 1 month or 1 week or even 1 day, it's still good. At least you have taken some positive steps and baby steps in your life as resolutions, right? But material resolutions, setting targets and goals, I want to do this, I want to do that. But we should not leave behind spiritual resolutions, which are called sankalpa. When we do any prayer, very traditionally we say, Mama Partha Samastaduttakshadvashi Parmeshwara Prityartham. And then we say, I'm doing this puja for this particular purpose. Similarly, we as devotees, we all take a sankalpa. Definitely when we get into aspiring, when you get into the various siksha levels, when you take shelter, you take sankalpa, you take vratas. Vratas can be for a longer period or a shorter period, can just be Ekadasi vrata, just for a day, can be Janmashtami. But sankalpas are resolutions, or we are determined, we at least think that I want to work towards doing something. And as a community, every one of us as devotees should take sankalpa, and together, along with all the devotees, we should take a sankalpa. What can we do collectively? Yes, how many times we will have the JPSS meeting? How many times, how many people we will reach out to? How many classes we will do? How many yatras we will make? Various sankalpas, how many times we will read every day, take sankalpa. Individual sankalpas, how many rounds I chant, how many days in a month I will do abhisheka, I will fast for Ekadasi, I will read so many verses from Bhagavatam every day, or so much from Bhagavad Gita every day. More importantly, today, as we are attending the JPS Shishya Samuha, it is very important for us to also take a sankalpa as to how we serve our Guru. Serving our Guru means serving Srila Prabhupada, means serving the ISKCON movement. Now this particular song, as we are talking about, the one that I sang, it's a very, very beautiful song written by Narottam Das Thakur. And Narottam Das Thakur says, Hey Vaishnava Goswami, Vaishnava Gosai, please be merciful to me now. There was no one except you who can purify the fallen souls. We are fallen souls. You can purify us. First, surrender. Karpanya dosho phata swabhavaha pritchami tvam dharma sammuda chetaha yachreyaha syan nischitam bruitan me shishyasteham shadiman tvam prapannam. Arjuna, when he surrenders to Krishna, then Krishna begins to speak the Bhagavad Gita. So first we should feel that I don't have any capability. This is a double-edged sword. Many times in the satsang, I'm sure, whether when Prabhu is asking, Prabhu, can you do this seva? At that time you say, Prabhu, I'm not qualified to do that seva. That's false humility. But take on the seva. Have that internal feeling that you're nothing special. You don't have to be proud about anything that you have. But your capacities are given by Krishna, and it is a must we use these capacities in the service of Krishna. At that time, bowing down to say, no, Prabhu, no, I cannot do. If Srila Prabhupada, when he just started the movement, within 6 months, he deputed devotees to go from one place to another. You know, Bhanu Swami Maharaj was saying that he had joined the movement in Japan, and Srila Prabhupada brought in 1970-71 a whole bunch of devotees from all around the world into India. And as Srila Prabhupada was traveling from Amritsar, he was going somewhere, he suddenly called a couple and he said, okay, There's a Delhi station. You get off in Delhi, stay there and start a program. The notice Srila Prabhupada gave was possibly just 1 hour. And those devotees didn't say, oh, Prabhupada, we don't do anything, we don't know anything. Within 6 months of joining the movement, Srila Prabhupada has empowered people to go and start a complete new yatra. He sent devotees to London. Nothing was ready. Just merely the faith in the Guru, the faith in the words of Srila Prabhupada. Merely because Srila Prabhupada wanted it, they did not say, we can't do this, we can't do that. Prabhupada, how can I do that? No questions. Krishna gives intelligence. Our Guru kindles that intelligence by giving you a seva. Take it up. Use your innovative ways of reaching out and do what needs to be done. But consult to see that you're not doing something that's wrong. So it is very important that we all feel we are empowered. When my father was here in Dubai for many years, then he went back to India in 84. We all as a family got into Krishna consciousness in 84. And once in 88, we were all connected with the Chennai temple, Ganga Prabhu, and all the devotees there. In 88, my father felt an urge to get back to Dubai to earn some more money because he had already spent all the earnings that he had before. He had his daughters to give in marriage. He had all of that. So at that time, Guru Maharaj was there in Chennai. Guru Maharaj said, I'm the GBC for the Middle East. So Dr. Mani, my father's name. Then later, Mani Bhushan Prabhu is also there. My father is also Mani. He's called Mahamani Krishnadas. Mahamani Krishnadas. So Guru Maharaj told him, I'm the GBC for the Middle East. Go. Start programs in Dubai. I will also come. Right? So just a quick mention, move. Do what has to be done. So that's the power that the Guru gives you. Empowerment. So we are fallen souls. What can we do? But if the Guru gives some seva, or the representative of the Guru as a Yatra leader or the JPS leader tells you, please do this, please think about it. What Srila Prabhupada's Guru told him many, many years ago to say, go and preach in the West. Srila Prabhupada was meditating on this for such a long time, after which he slowly gave up his business and then he took up to full-time prachar and preaching. It took him many years. It can take some of us many more years. But we should keep whatever our Guru says as a goal for us to work towards. Then, Jahara Nikate Gele, just, what more merciful than a Guru who, just by his audience, just by being near him, all papa dure jai, all our papas, all our sins go away. Just by being next to him. Jahara Nikata Gele papa dure jai. Emono Doyala Prabhu, keno khota pai. More than this, who can we find merciful? I am envious of Mahavaraha Prabhu and wonderful devotees in Mayapur. For 2 full years, I've been serving Guru Maharaj without even stepping out of that building and Mayapur. We are all doing seva from a distance. As Srila Prabhupada said, Manamora Brindavan. We also have to serve Guru Maharaj. And yes, in our capacities, we serve. Guru Maharaj wants us all not to leave and go to Mayapur, but to serve in our own places of action. But I always envy wonderful devotees like Mahavaraha Prabhu, who have the great opportunity to serve Guru Maharaj in person. Even serving Guru Maharaj once, all our sins can go away. And then further he says, Gangara Parasa Hoile Paschate Pavan. If you have bath in the Ganges, you may have to have bath many, many times in the Ganges for all your sins to be washed away. But Darshana Pavitra Tukoro E Tumara Gone. By merely darshan. I'm covering the photo of Guru Maharaj here behind me. So just having a darshan of Guru Maharaj, just having darshan of Vaishnavas. So on the New Year day, you're all meeting Vaishnavas. Yes, let's not talk who is a great Vaishnava, who is not. We, all of us who meet together to serve Guru Srila Prabhupada are all Vaishnavas of a particular nature. And so all of you are meeting together on the 1st of January, meeting each other, seeing each other, serving each other, and together holding hands in serving Guru Maharaj, in serving Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON. What greater benefit than that to start a new year? But just merely having darshan, darshana pavitra kora, just by darshana pavitra kora, merely by darshan of such devotees. And similarly, Tulsi Maharani also has the same benediction. You just have darshan of Tulasi. You don't have to even water Tulasi. In front of your house, always before you leave home for office or wherever you go, have darshan of Tulasi and your whole day is purified. Similarly, have darshan of Guru Maharaj. Haristane aparade. You do aparad against Hari. Hari can, you can by Hari Nam, by chanting Hari Nam, you can be purified. Parantu, Thomastane aparade. If I do aparad against you, I don't follow instructions that you give me. Nahi paritran, there is no other way. So we have to be very careful also in the service of Guru Maharaj. Follow his instructions. Tumare hrudaye sada. Now we know you go to Tirupati Balaji, the Lord hardly sleeps because he is standing and collecting money every day. He is giving darshan to everybody every day, right through, almost 24/7. So where does the Lord take rest? Does the Lord ever take rest? Where does he take rest? As sometimes devotees think, I want to go for a holiday. And they go to a holiday and they want to take rest in a holiday. Or sometimes they go to dhams to take rest. Where does the Lord take rest? What it says is, Tumare hrudaye sada Govinda Vishram. In your heart, in the heart of the Vaishnavas, the Lord is constantly taking rest. So the heart of these wonderful Vaishnavas is the resting place of Govinda. Govinda Vishram. Govinda Kohena More Vaishnava Pran. Govinda says, my Vaishnavas are my prana. And now the last resolution that we all have to take here, before we get into the real resolutions that Sachi Janani Mataji is going to request all of you to take. Before I go into that, he says, my resolution or my prayer to you is Prati Janme Kore Asha Charanera Duli. Prati Janme. Every Janma. I don't know how many Janmas I'm going to have. Kita Janma, whatever Janma. If I hope I have a human body. So, but what is my desire? Prati Janme Kore Asha. My desire is Charanera Duli. I want the dust of your lotus feet of the Vaishnava. That's my desire. Narottama Koro Doya Apanara Boli. And Narottam Das says, please bless me with that. I desire the dust of your holy feet in every birth I may take. Please consider Narottama yours and be kind upon him. So sometimes when there is somebody amidst us, we do not understand the magnanimity, we do not understand the mahima of the person. Like now, Srila Prabhupada is not there amidst us. He's always there. He's always guiding us. But all of us who have not seen Srila Prabhupada have missed out this golden opportunity. We say, oh no, why did I not meet Srila Prabhupada? I was born. I was there. I was living when Srila Prabhupada was also on the world. He had come close to my city. He had come to Tamil Nadu. He had come here. He had come there. But I never had the opportunity to meet Srila Prabhupada. We think about it, right? But now we all have great opportunity to be in the vicinity of Guru Maharaj. He's there. He is looking forward to coming back into all our places very, very soon. There was a plan for him to come in January to Kanaiyyadesh. Now, he's going to be transiting and moving to USA, but because of Expo, there is a very good possibility he may be here in March. Mahavara Prabhu, I'm taking the liberty to say a few things. So if some of you feel you don't have an opportunity to go to Mayapur to see Guru Maharaj, there is a possibility that he would transit through here and maybe stay for a little more than a week. I would like to invite all of you from Kanaiyyadesh, from the JPS Shishya Samuha, make your way to Kanaiyyadesh. We have the nice opportunity. Give us the opportunity to serve you. Come, visit us, serve Guru Maharaj, look around Dubai, go to Expo, visit all our wonderful restaurants of Govindas and other places here. Come for a nice holiday. Go back, charter a flight and come in. Okay? Now, before we all do that, it is very important that we take these spiritual resolutions, remind ourselves of these resolutions every day, every week, every month, hold each other's hands. Because however big a person is, there are ups and downs in the life of every individual. Some days there are mood swings. Some days we are very devotionally inclined. Some days we are weak and we need the help. And that's the importance of Sangha, like this. When we get into JSSS Samuha or the Sangha of devotees, ISKCON is a Sangha. So when we get into this Sangha and association with devotees, it gives you an opportunity, it charges your battery, we say. What is the charge of the battery? You say, yeah. My father used to say, Hum kisi se kam nahi, right? Oh, that devotee is waking up early in the morning, chanting, reading. I also have to follow suit. Not a competition, but to try and be inspired by each other's devotion, service. Yeah. So I think that's very important for us to meet regularly as JP Shishya Samuha. Mataji will tell you how important it is because Guru Maharaj is constantly thinking of every one of us. He is giving us a blessing of visiting us in our areas, into our homes, on Zoom, practically every week. He's constantly thinking of how to know each one of you, how to have your database, how to, help you in whatever way possible. The help need not be always directly Guru Maharaj coming to talk to you or write to you, but Guru Maharaj is interested that devotees are helping each other, guided by Guru Maharaj. So the leaders, the JPS leaders, or the Yatra leaders, or the zonal supervisors are all leaders that are there in servant. As Guru Maharaj has given a beautiful name, servant leader. So we're all servant leaders. We are here to serve every one of you. I may not be any big position, but my job is to serve every one of you. So we are bigger servants, and we hope to be bigger servants. Of course, Srila Prabhupada told once, you are big nothing. So let's all not think that we are even big servants because we are not fit for anything. All the qualities we have been given by our Guru Maharaj, given by Srila Prabhupada. And I think we have to utilize all of these capabilities in us. Let's all together take a sankalpa that we will together now, wherever you are in Kanaiyyadesh, yes, we have a lot of responsibility to reach out to our near and dear ones and friends and relatives, whoever we know. Yare dekha tare kaha Krishna Upadesh. It is our responsibility. The more you give, the more you get. Yaidam paramam guhyam mat bhakteshva vidasyati bhaktim mai param krutva mame vaishyati asamshayah. Whoever gives this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to others becomes very dear to me. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Similarly, whoever passes this message of Krishna to everybody, passes this message of ISKCON to everybody, gives the Bhagavad Gita books to everybody, gives Srila Prabhupada's books to everybody, connects devotees to Srila Prabhupada's movement very wonderfully, will definitely be blessed at all times. So that's the commission that we get. Dalaler Gita. You have to go through that song to understand that. We are dalals. We are intending agents. I have no capacity to do anything, but I procure it from somewhere, and my only job is to connect the customer and the supplier. The supplier here is the Lord who supplies through his wonderful Vaishnavas that comes through the parampara of Srila Prabhupada, and now for all of us who are disciples of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, and definitely there are so many other gurus in the ISKCON movement that we can get connected to, but I presume most of us here are associated and connected with Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Yes, we need to take Siksha from everyone, but yes, so therefore we have a need to also keep constantly hearing, reading, and thinking, how can I serve Guru Maharaj? And now, how can you serve Guru Maharaj? Guru Maharaj is building a whole bunch of secretariats in Mayapur, to serve devotees, to serve disciples, not just in 1-2 places all around the world. So I request every one of you to help Manibhushan Krishna Prabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, as a single man, I can't do anything. For so many years, Manibhushan Prabhu has been doing such wonderful seva, and I'm sure it is not possible without the help of all of you. Please take it on, help. Let us hold each other's hand and march towards service. Guru Maharaj once, recently he said, Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada's movement to grow, because there are millions and millions of population around the world. ISKCON is still possibly reaching out to a fraction of the percentage of population. It is important, Guru Maharaj said, that so many more acharyas are created in the movement. And for that he said, you all have to be in Bhakti Shastri, you have completed Bhakti Vaibhava, Bhakti Vedanta, teach and learn. So let's make Guru Maharaj proud of all of our services, and let's work wonderfully together in serving the Yatra leader, in serving the JPS leader, and reach out I would like to thank Mahavara Prabhu again, and I'm also thanking Sachi Janani Mataji and Ramananda Gaura Prabhu, who from Gaurangadesh, Damodadesh, they left to be in Sridham Mayapur in personal service of Guru Maharaj. And do not forget that very soon the biography book is going to be released somewhere in February, March. And thank you all for your help also in doing the book. But very soon, as we launch a campaign, we'll let you know. It gives you a good overview of Guru Maharaj's early stages in life and what he did later. That's just a glimpse. But each yatra should do your own biography of experiences of Guru Maharaj. Mahavara Prabhu talks about what he did then, what he did today. We know Harisuri Prabhu wrote a diary of every day, every part of travel with Srila Prabhupada. All of us should maintain a diary of our association, our realizations about Guru Maharaj and our association with Guru Maharaj. Thank you all for giving me an opportunity on this wonderful day, 2022, to be here with us together. Our prayers. I look forward to meeting you all in Kanaiyyadesh also. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhu. These wonderful words. And actually everybody is energized with your words. So we will try to serve as much as possible. So we seek your blessings each and every time. Thank you very much. On behalf of all the assembled devotees, we will thank Prabhuji by chanting 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Now we will go forward. Actually, all of you, all the Guru Maharaj disciples may be contacted by Shanti Rupini Mataji on behalf of Guru Maharaj and collected all your details and all your services, everything may be Mataji collected. So now Sachi Janani Mataji will be giving you more important sevas, whatever we can offer. So we will listen from Sachi Janani Mataji. Again, on behalf of all the assembled devotees, we will welcome Mataji by chanting 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
After Mataji's presentation, we will do Arati and we will have Prasadam. Sachi Janani Mataji, you can take over.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you all very much for inviting me to this Sangha. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimati Jayapataka Swami Dinamini Namacharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradayani Gaura Katha Dhamadhaya Nagara Gramatarani Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Dinamini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you very much Mani Bhushan Prabhu. My thanks, my gratitude also to Mahavara Prabhu and to Sri Vallabh Prabhu, and especially to Sri Vallabh Prabhu because myself and Prabhu were trained under Sri Vallabh Prabhu. We worked with him for close to 15 years. And it's the mercy of Prabhu that we are here. He guided us, and we could take this step of coming to Mayapur. And we're very fortunate that we got this service close to Guru Maharaj, being guided by Guru Maharaj constantly every day. And also the service that is there, it's not just serving Guru Maharaj, but serving all the God brothers, God sisters, and all the community of ISKCON through this service. So we have seen, all of us, that Srila Prabhupada's love and compassion for all the living entities was unparalleled. We cannot probably begin to understand what that means. But we are receiving that same love and compassion of Srila Prabhupada through our Guru Maharaj. I had a presentation, but I'm not sharing it because my internet is not so good. So sometimes it's getting stuck. So I will just speak, and then I will share some of the slides with you, because it will make some, it will give you some more clarity for the issue.
You can try, Mataji.
Prabhu, last time I tried, it got stuck in one slide, and then it's just wasting time. So I can share the slides later with you. It's not so important. So as Mahavara Prabhu and Shrivala Prabhu were mentioning, that Guru Maharaj's constant meditation is about caring for all living entities, and specifically about his disciples. In the last few years that I have been here, and we've had so much meetings, we've always seen Guru Maharaj anxious about his disciples, in terms of how they are in their spiritual life. And not only that, but seeing that his disciples are leading good grihastha life, brahmachari life, or vanaprastha life, or the sannyasis. For all categories of devotees, Guru Maharaj's anxiety is always very high, and he's always constantly asking, who is going to help me? Who's going to help me? I really need help in this area. And Guru Maharaj constantly said that Prabhupada asked me to take 50,000 disciples, but that is only one part of it. The greater part of it is to take care of all these disciples, and to see that they all go back home, back to Godhead. And for that reason, he wants to see that they're all active, because unless we are all active in Krishna consciousness, we will be active in Maya if we are not in Krishna consciousness. So every time we meet Guru Maharaj, this is his constant meditation, to find out if all the disciples are active. So our job is not just to connect and collect database from you, but to make sure that everybody is active. If they have any issues, help them to deal with those issues. If it needs Guru Maharaj's interference, to make sure that Guru Maharaj is able to, be informed of all these things and help the particular disciple. So in this regard, JSS has a very great service to do, because Guru Maharaj's vision is that JSS will keep all the disciples together in a particular area, and constantly in touch with Guru Maharaj's Bani, and as Shrivala Prabhu mentioned, that, the God brothers and God sisters helping each other. It's not just that Guru Maharaj has to take care of all the disciples. Time and again, he has said that my senior disciples have to take care of the others. So he wants to delegate that it's our duty also. They're all God brothers, God sisters. We have to take care of them. So one is to connect the disciples to Guru Maharaj. And for this, he set up an office here. We have right now about 13 staff. And we're connecting with people in different areas according to the different languages. And of course, this service is expanding slowly into many things, and in fact we are all also understanding what Guru Maharaj wants very slowly. As things progress, we're beginning to understand what Guru Maharaj really wants. So first is to connect Guru Maharaj with the disciples so that there is a channel of communication that the disciples can use at any particular point in time to connect with Guru Maharaj. And then the next thing is that Guru Maharaj is very worried about those who have aspired, sheltered, that they are moving slowly up the Shiksha ladder. Because we see sometimes in the database, so many people for 20 years, they are aspiring or sheltered for, they're probably lost. But Guru Maharaj's vision is different, not just collecting and increasing the number, but when we have come in contact with a living entity, we shouldn't give up that contact, that person needs to be nurtured and, helped to go back home, back to Godhead. So that is the mood that we should all have to help, whenever we are, wherever we are, whoever we are in touch with, we have to see that they are cared for. And also to see that the different ashramas, the devotees are settled well in the different ashramas. Guru Maharaj's great concern is that all his disciples should be married to devotees, make sure, his, that is also another service that is very, dear to Guru Maharaj. Always when we have meeting with the Vaishnava Marriage Bureau, Guru Maharaj is always asking, what is happening? How many marriages are you fixing? You have to become ghatak. Ghatak means like people who push and conduct marriages. So, and sometimes Guru Maharaj, like Mahavara Prabhu says, he takes personal interest in certain people whom he thinks don't have any support, and he's pushing, he's trying to find a match for them and get them married. But these are all actually services that we all should help Guru Maharaj to do. We should see in our yatras and make sure that devotees are getting married to other devotees so that their life is not in any danger by marrying non-devotees. The next, as Prabhupada, Srila Prabhu mentioned, is reading Srila Prabhupada's books, attending the courses. Guru Maharaj is talking about 1 million acharyas. He mentioned that, for a beginning, at least 500 of his disciples should become acharyas. And in fact, Guru Maharaj recently in a letter, he wrote that, even if they become gurus in his lifetime, at least he will be able to guide them how to do so, because we already have one disciple of Guru Maharaj who is initiating. So Guru Maharaj is very keen on having these acharyas also. And also to enthuse and inspire people to constantly be serving Srila Prabhupada's mission. And also the main point is to engage the disciples according to their skills, their qualifications, their experiences. There are so many services required, in the IT field. We need doctors, we need designers, so many script writers, so many things are constantly, there is a requisition for such things. And if we have in our database this information, it's easier to, pick out people and give them the service, because this will give a chance. Like Srivala Prabhu was saying, you all may be very far, but you will be able to serve Guru Maharaj and serve him in the field that is very dear to him. And especially JPS care is something that is very, very close to his heart, and he constantly is speaking about it. And just having an office in Mayapur, we are not going to do much. We are only here to help you all to help other people. So that is the thing. So how the JSS can help Guru Maharaj to make sure that all the devotees in and around your area are connected through the JSS. They're all attending the JSS. There should be, for example, some attendance sheet, how many times they're attending, how many miss, why they miss, what is happening, are they active, are they not active? All of this the JSS groups have to do. To make sure that disciples take advantage of Guru Maharaj classes and Zoom visit. Now, this is also very important. Guru Maharaj, everybody he expects that, he's taking so much time out, like you heard from Mahavara Prabhu, how busy his schedule is. In spite of that, he doesn't miss even one day the class, even if it is very late. He makes sure he does a class at least for half an hour, whatever it is. How much are we taking effort to hear that class? Maybe we don't hear it live at that moment, but at least we should hear it later on. So Guru Maharaj keeps asking how many people viewed this, how many views are there on Facebook, how many views are there on YouTube. It is not the question of just viewing and having numbers, but the point is that if we really want to progress, we have to be constantly in touch with the Vani of Guru Maharaj. Then to connect all the devotees to Bhakti Vriksha or Namahata so that they are taken care of. Because the JSS probably we meet only once in a month or once in 2 months. But the rest of the time, they have to be connected through some other group like Bhakti Vriksha or Namahata so that they are engaged and they are cared for. And again, Guru Maharaj mentioned that the local leaders, they should connect with the JPS care to update them with the database. If somebody is moving out, we should inform the office. If somebody is having an issue which could not be sorted out there, maybe need much more senior devotees to deal with it, or maybe Guru Maharaj to deal with it. And it should be brought to the notice of JPS care so that we can escalate these matters. And so we were looking for people who will coordinate with us. For example, we need somebody who will coordinate about the database. Then we need people who will coordinate for the VMB, the Vaishnava Marriage Seva. Then we need, Guru Maharaj wants the JSS to send a report every month. How many people attended, how many people are active in the service, what services are going on, what projects are being taken care of, how many people are attending some course, whatever report that will that the JSS groups can give, that has to be given every month to them, to the JPS care, and it can be forwarded to Guru Maharaj. So with regard to Kanaiyyadesh, we've seen that Manibhushan Prabhu has been very helpful. You don't have so many large numbers, so it's easy to give us the information that we have. So as far as possible, if you can quickly update us, and we can make sure that we have all the data, and you also have the same data that we have, then we can make sure that Guru Maharaj's communication is reached. Now Guru Maharaj is, every month he is going to give a message for all his disciples. So that can be received if we have the data of all the devotees. So mainly, right now we are in need of help to update the database. If you have people who are of marriageable age, they can register with the Vaishnava Marriage Bureau. I will convey all, I think Shanti Rukmini Mataji has already conveyed all these details. And the one thing that I wanted to say before I end is that it's not that JPS Care Office is going to do all the work. We are here to coordinate the activity, to be, to be a place where you can send in information send in queries, and these can be escalated to Guru Maharaj as per priority. So it's like a bigger kind of a post office where from different sides we are getting information, reports, sometimes issues, sometimes different kinds of things, and then according to the priority we are escalating to Guru Maharaj need be, or sometimes if there are questions we go back. We'll soon have a team which will be going through all the questions of Guru Maharaj to give, because repeatedly some questions are coming. So we have a team who will let us know what are Guru Maharaj's answers in respect to that, and then we can help. So Manibhushan Prabhu, I will share all the details and the notes as such with you. But other than that, if there are any questions that anybody has, you can let us know. And I would request everybody, if they can, while giving their data, if they can let us know what kind of services they are willing to do or what they are interested to do. If they have time, we'll be able to help them get into those services, and they will feel nice that they directly will be able to serve Guru Maharaj. Because like now we have lots of translation services, transcription services, just for Guru Maharaj himself. All his messages need to be transcribed. Then sometimes we have to make videos of Guru Maharaj's messages, sending to disciples. Like in the app you're seeing, all the messages are coming. And again, Guru Maharaj wants everybody to download the app, because you can constantly be in touch with Guru Maharaj. Every minute what he is doing, you all will know. So please become a part of this JPS care team. It's not that we are in the office and we are going to do it. We just want to see, as Mahavara Prabhu was explaining, to carry the mood of Guru Maharaj to everybody whom we come in touch with. That mood to see, and that is what Guru Maharaj knows, that every living entity, if he can come in contact with the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their life is becoming perfect, their life is perfected. So that is the mood, and that is why he is wanting to reach out to everybody, not just his disciples, but as his disciples, we can carry that and spread it around the world, which will relieve Guru Maharaj of his burden, his anxieties. And we have to show him that we all can work like this in a cohesive way. While he is here, we have to give him that confidence that we can all be there for each other, take care of each other, help each other to go back home, back to Godhead. So Guru Maharaj wants to see that it's happening. And I request all of you to please become a part of it. Take care. Please let us know if there are people who are not, keeping up their vows, or they're having some difficulties. Please help them. This is what we have to do. We have to see that we're not just taking care of our own life, but see that everybody around us, all our God siblings, and anybody else, we make sure that they are getting the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if there are any questions, I can take. Otherwise,
Anybody is having any question to ask to Mataji? Hare Krishna Mataji, we will come back to you.
Yes, Prabhu.
Inquiries, we will come back to you.
Okay, you can, you can write to Shanti Rupini Mataji.
Yeah, sure.
And I will send the slides to you through her, whatever is important for you. So we just need, I will send the slide, and you will know that we need one person who can be our one-stop, coordinator. So that we need, for a Vaishnava Marriage Bureau, we need an initiation coordinator. We need a database coordinator. We need a JSSS coordinator. So like that, if you have named one person, it's easy for the office to get in touch with that person. And he's like, he can be the person who will always help us in that particular aspect of it.
Sure, Mataji, we will come back to you. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji, for your very informative messages. So we will discuss within our devotee circle and we'll come back to you with any service that people are ready to serve. And we'll come back to you very shortly. Thank you very much for your time and
Thank you.
association. We will like to thank you by chanting 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. All together.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. I will take leave now. I will.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Shanti Rumini Mataji, you can also please address our devotees for a few minutes. 5 minutes.
Sorry, Prabhu. I can't hear you.
No, Shanti Rumini Mataji is online. She can
Yes.
also just have a short message to all the devotees because she is only through
Yeah.
voice coordinating. She can come online and she can also.
Shanti Rupini Mataji, you can come online. I mean, are you able to? I don't know if she's traveling, so I'm.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, we already reached Kolkata.
Can you
so-
put video on the?
Actually, everything you already spoke everything. Hare Krishna. So, yeah, just I'm not ready for this. Just only thing I want to pass the message on from my side that if I am not connected to any devotees, please connect with Manibhushan Prabhu because I am already always in touch with him. So please give your contact number. If anybody didn't get any call or any message, please let me know through Manibhushan Prabhu. Yeah, of course I am always communicating with Prabhuji. Please, God, please help me to update and to get send Guru Maharaj letters and yeah, to connect with all of you. And of course, whatever I feel, although this is very small congregation, in my side, I can say that they are very responsible and very cooperative. And whatever, personal devotees, whichever way I tried to connect, I got good response. And of course, Manibhushan Prabhu also gave good updates and always cooperating with me for getting Guru Maharaj means for getting update all the devotees data. So thank you, Manibhushan Prabhu, and thank you all the devotees. Yeah. So happy New Year to all, and please always stay connected with me. And in this way, so that I could serve Guru and Krishna and bless me also. Hare Krishna. Thank you all.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you very much for your kind words. We will be in touch with you for any service. You can contact any of us. We will be with you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Listen to all these wonderful devotees from Mayapur, Mahavaraj, His Grace Mahavara Prabhu, His Grace Srivada Prabhu, and
Not audible. Hare Krishna.
Her Grace Sachi Janani Mataji and Her Grace Shanti Rupini Mataji. So there are a lot of services for all our Gurmara disciples. You can all come forward and give your availability to be there. And also, every time I used to tell, there was the humble request to all of you that this book distribution marathon is going on, and Guru Maharaj is having a very big commitment to his Guru Maharaj. So we have to help him to achieve the target. So please try to do your service. We are expecting at least minimum 10 books from each disciples who is available here in Kuwait. But these 10 books, if you can do, it will be a very wonderful service towards Guru Maharaj. Also, yesterday we had a meeting with our committee and we have decided some points. We will be coming to you, we will be communicating to all of you what are we are going to do in future for all your services, and also regarding the initiation or a shelter or aspiration, the new devotees are here. Those who wants to come under Guru Maharaj's shelter, you can always come forward. We will try to help you all. So with this, we will conclude this JSS activities. So we will proceed with the Arati. Everybody can join for Arati and those who wants to do Krishna Archana, you can come forward and do the Krishna Archana also. Parallelly we will do. So one by one you can come and do that. Hare Krishna.
മുളക് വാരാൻ മുമ്പേ
Just go close up and come back, then we can.